Hi guys, so I just thought I'd give you a little update on the situation here in Lombardy in Italy. We're into day 10 now of the national lockdown. It's day 12 for Lombardy. As you might know, Lombardy is the worst affected region in Italy, fast becoming the worst affected region in the world because of the rising rate of cases here and deaths too. In fact, it's about 6 o'clock at the moment, and every day around about 6:30, 7 o'clock, they publish the statistics for the day on the number of new cases, number of new deaths, and obviously at the moment it's making for particularly grim reading. The last 5 days, I think the number of new cases have been above 3,000 every day, and the number of new deaths has it's been above 300. Quite shocking numbers. And otherwise the most notable thing happening is the talk about the extension of the quarantine. So at the moment, the cut-off date, so to speak, for the quarantine is the 3rd of April. Even a week ago they were talking about extending it to the end of April. Now they're talking about extending it to the end of May. But I suppose you just have to wait and see how things progress. It's all guesswork at the moment. There's certainly there's nothing to suggest at the moment. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. There's no signs of things slowing down in the slightest. So there's lots of talk about when we're going to reach the peak. Nobody, as far as I can tell, nobody can even give a reasonable estimate as to when that will come. I've just been sat in my apartment reading the news far too often, probably adding to the tension by doing so, but it's kind of just hoping for some good news, but there's very little out there at the moment. Probably the most positive thing for the last few days has been seeing that they've finally called a lockdown and enforced containment measures in the UK and in the US and elsewhere too. I just say the US and the UK because my parents live in Scotland, my sister's in New York. From a personal perspective, it's good to see that happening. I obviously have a lot of friends in both places too, and the weirdest thing has been speaking to people elsewhere who show great concern for me being here in Lombardy, which is people now say is the epicenter. But I feel really quite safe here, mainly because of just the way Italy and the Italians have responded. They enforced the lockdown very quickly. They've done everything by the book. No, there's not necessarily a book for these things, but if there was a book, they would be doing things by the book. I feel safe thanks to the behaviour of my fellow Italian citizens. I'm very impressed with the way they've handled things. Of course, you've probably seen, or you might have seen on social media, on the news, a few episodes of less exemplary behaviour. But I think like in you're talking about a population of more than 60 million people. There's bound to be a few exceptions to the rule. Everyone's. I look at the windows. Streets are dead. The streets have been dead for since before the quarantine began. Everyone's just here. A few people are very much on edge. They post things on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, because they've seen somebody out walking, everyone's become a little bit of a vigilante. That's definitely unsavoury, you know, trying to name and shame people who could well be walking to work or walking to the doctor or have permission. You know, there are still a few people going to work here, not many from what I can gather. Yeah, I'm sort of getting by day to day, just video chatting with friends, trying to do some work. I've got plenty of work to be getting on with. I can't really concentrate. Keep checking the news to see what's happening. Speaking to my elderly landlady, it's the funniest part of every day. Just popping outside into the garden to shout up to her in her window. She's deaf, so she can't really hear me, but yeah, we both get to see a real live human being for a few seconds each day or a few minutes. That's weird little things like that have helped to lighten my mood a little bit. Even got my kilt on to make this video. That was just to up my spirits a little bit. Found a packet of peanut biscuits in an old cupboard. Peanut butter biscuits, that was highlight of today. So guys, just a little update. Nothing too much to write home about. I've pretty much been kicking about in my pyjamas for 10 days. Nothing too exciting going on. Hope you're all doing well, and I will catch up with you again soon. Take care and all the best.